Hello and welcome to Matt's Casual Cooking. And I want to welcome you to the month of November and pre-happy Thanksgiving to everyone. But today we are going to be making a very fun treat, pumpkin bars. Very easy and tasty meal that you can make for this upcoming Thanksgiving. So we're going to go over all the ingredients and how to put it together, and let's get to it.
All right, folks, so we're going to go over the ingredients that you're going to need today. Now, in your first bowl, you're going to need 2 cups all-purpose flour. You're going to need 1.5 cups of sugar. You're also going to need 2 teaspoons of baking powder. You're going to need 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, a quarter teaspoon of salt, and a quarter teaspoon of ground cloves. Now what you're going to want to set aside is you're going to want 4 eggs beaten. You're going to need a 15-ounce can of pumpkin, and you're going to need 1 cup of some sort of cooking oil. Now I'm using vegetable today, but that doesn't mean you have to. If you want to use canola or peanut or whatever you want to, it's completely up to you. Now for our frosting, we're going to use 4 ounces of cream cheese, and you're going to want to make sure that's softened. You're going to need a quarter of a cup of butter or margarine, and that's also going to need to be softened. You're going to need 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and you're also going to need, for the confectioner sugar or powdered sugar, you're going to need about 2.5 to probably about 4.5 cups of powdered sugar. You want to make sure that's sifted. So we're going to go over how to put everything together here in a second, and I will see you then. Alright folks, so you can see I have the first bowl with the ingredients that I talked about earlier, and I'm just taking a wooden spoon, and you want to combine them well together. That's really it. You just want to try to make sure it's as evenly spread out as you can. Now, if you want to use a whisk for this, you certainly can. There's nothing wrong with that. Go ahead and do it. But sometimes the cloves can kind of get stuck together, it seems like. And you really want to, like I said, you want to make sure everything is as evenly distributed as possible. So now what I'm going to do is you want to take your eggs, oil, and pumpkin, and you just want to add it to this, and we're just going to stir it in together again. If you want, you can certainly use a whisk to do that. I'm just going to use my wooden spoon here. And then once that's done, we will move on actually to the cooking portion. So I will see you then. Alright folks, so what you want to do now is you want to get out an ungreased 9 by 13 pan. Now this is not the best pan for this. This is slightly smaller than what you really want, is like a 15 by 10. But if you only have a 9 by 13, don't worry about it. You might need to cook it still like a couple minutes longer or a couple minutes shorter than it is. But generally what we're going to do is we're going to turn our oven to 350, and we're going to cook it for 25 to 30 minutes, or until you take like a toothpick or a butter knife and you stick it in and it comes out clean. So go ahead, pour your mixture in here, and we're going to cook it, and then I will see you right afterwards. Alright folks, so initially what you want to do is you want to get a good sized bowl, and you want to take your butter, cream cheese, and you want to take your vanilla and just add it in there. And what you're going to do is you're just going to beat these together with an electric mixer until they are fluffy. And then once that's done, we're going to move on to the sugar. So I will see you then. Alright folks, so you can see our initial is very kind of fluffy right now. So what you're going to do is, for right now, you're just going to add 1 cup of the powdered sugar, and you're going to beat it together. And then from there, what you're going to do is you're going to keep adding sugar until it's a very spreadable consistency. So go ahead and do that, and I will see you at the end. All right, folks, so right now we are done. You can see we've definitely added a lot more to this, and it's a very, very spreadable frosting at this point. So all we're going to do, though, is we're going to wrap the top in plastic wrap, or if you want aluminum foil. We're just going to stick it in the refrigerator, and we're going to wait until the pumpkin bars are done. So I will see you after they're done.
Now, on your frosting, you do want to try to at least take it out a half hour before the bars are done, and that will give it time to really kind of defrost, and obviously it will make it a lot easier to be spreadable. So if you enjoyed making this recipe today, like, subscribe, leave a comment below, and I want to thank you for watching, and I can't wait for you to fall into flavor with me. So have a good day and take care.